Thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. This is Kyle and Drew with your sneak peek at next week, episode number 401, where Drew and I will talk about upcoming comics coming out this next week in September. What do we got here? The 20-something? 24th?
Yeah, 23rd.
Yeah, September 20th. I'm sorry, my count was off there, and I haven't quite made it.
What day
so
is
we will be on September 20th. But Drew, before we get into what's coming out this coming week on this next Wednesday in your local comic book shop, we missed a week, and we got plenty of stuff to go through today.
Yeah, it feels like we haven't done this for like 2 weeks or something, so that's crazy. One of the things that has been going on at one of the comic shops that I like to frequent is he's been bringing in these collections, and what he does is he buys these collections of old comics, and he divides them into five piles, right? There is the 50-cent bins, stuff that he dumps into this 50-cent bins. Then he has $3 comics. Then he has $5 comics. Then he has $10 comics. And then he has his keys that he pulls back and prices individually. So he groups them all. And so he bought a collection of 1,000 comics yesterday, and I went and looked through his stuff today.
Wow.
And I was just like, I didn't have any cash with me, and I was at the tail end of my lunch. I just popped in, and there were 90, in the 90s, not the years, but the number 90s. Amazing Spider-Man in the $3 box, and I was like, "Ooh, I should get these." And then there were all these 10-cent and 12-cent Wonder Woman and Batman comics, and I was like, I want all this stuff. I want all this stuff. This is all neat stuff that you don't see laying around much, and at least in my neck of the woods. And then even the 50 centers were fun runs of full runs of New Mutants and West Coast Avengers stuff, and you'll see that in a lot of 50-cent bins, but these were sequential, so you could put together nice solid runs if you wanted to at 50 cents a pop, and had some cool power packs in there.
There you go.
And Blue Devil, my old Blue Devil was in there, so there was a lot of neat new stuff that I hadn't been seeing lately, that I was like, I need to go in there and put together a big box, because he sometimes
and offer him one money for a box.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, if you build a box, he'll just kind of sell you the 50 centers for one money in the long box. And I was like, this is cool, but I didn't really have any cash, so I scraped together some change out of my car and bought the. Do you remember the West Coast Avengers miniseries that happened in the 80s before the West Coast Avengers series launched? That 4-issue?
I do not.
Well, it was a 4-issue miniseries, and it was one of the early on-ramp comics for me. So, Moon Knight was out. The first issue of Moon Knight was out right around the same time as this West Coast Avengers was starting up, with Hawkeye as the cap for that team. And it was really cool to be on the ground floor or something, but when I was I don't know, 12, 11. And and so when it went from being a mini series to launching its own series, I lost my mind. I didn't know you could do that in comics. I thought, well, it's 4-issue mini series, it's over. Oh, now it's going to be its own series. It was really cool back then. And it was one of my favorite things. So I have accumulated this mini series and full run of West Coast Avengers probably 3 or 4 times and sold them. I know the miniseries. I am close to double digits on having accumulated it, sold it. I have 2 or 3 sets of them right now. I don't know why I keep buying them. It's just it's like a nostalgia twang that I have to do, and it's like my Moon Knight. I have to buy Moon Knight when I see it, and so that was fun. It was a fun short little lunch break, but without any cash, it was kind of a bummer. So I have to get back there. And while I was in there, the dude's like, "I'm working on a retiring collector who's been buying off the rack since he was since the 1960s. So he's got 35,000 comics in his collection. He wants to sell them all, but he's already cherry picked the key number ones. Not all the keys, but the number ones out of like the really early cherry stuff. Like I guess that would be like Avengers #1 and
Giant Size X-Men, Iron Man, all that stuff.
Yeah, so yeah, he's pulled those #1s and sold them individually to some primo collector, but there's still like tons of gold and first appearance and keys in that, and the guy's working on him right now, trying to get it's between this guy, this local guy in Southeast Ohio, and Mile High Comics, who is contemplating flying a guy in to buy it. And if they pass, then it goes to this guy in Little Lancaster, Ohio. So is that crazy or what?
That's nuts. Yeah. Especially since the last time I was at this shop, I was just pulling old boxes out from under because it was just a bunch of old stuff in there. But apparently he's been doing a lot more buying lately. Yeah.
You got to go into the bathroom. In his bathroom that's where all the $5 boxes are. So you kind of like sit them on the toilet and look through them. It's really classy.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a porn room. If you go in the porn room, all those boxes are $3. Yeah, but you are surrounded by porn while you look through them. So that's fun as well. Anyway, happy hunting for future purchase.
I need to get there because you said he had some neat New 52 stuff that I wanted to complete, and then I wouldn't mind digging through some old stuff too.
And if you still have some holes in your Teen Titans or Nightwing or Robin,
I sold my whole Nightwing run.
Oh, you can rebuild it. I
really enjoy rebuilding that run, and this just sounds like an easy way to do it.
Yeah, I like doing that too. I like build the run, complete it, look at it for a second, sell it.
That's exactly what I did. I built Nightwing completely. I completioned it with everything, including newsstand variants of some of them, and then threw it up and got great money for it. And I was like, I will find these again someday.
Yeah. Oh, you know our old buddy Mike Myers.
I do. I haven't talked to Mike forever. We haven't heard from him.
No, he does his weekly reads show. That's one of my favorite podcasts, and he asks listeners for questions every once in a while. And I threw this question out, and I've been thinking about it. I don't know how I'd answer it myself, and I wanted to throw it to you. If there's a fire in your house, and wife and kids are all safe, and you can run back in to save comics, what are you saving? Are you grabbing a box Walking Dead? Are you grabbing a key? Are you grabbing some of your CG Seed stuff? Or what are you grabbing?
It would probably be either I've got 2 short boxes of Walking Dead.
First off, you got one trip. It's one trip, and it's not like Supermarket Sweep where you can just pile shit in a cart. You've got to you can barely see. The house is filled with smoke. You know where your comics are. You can feel around and grab a thing because you got to grab one thing, and I'll let you have a box if you can grab it.
A box.
Okay,
and probably my Teen Titans box because it's got my first appearance of Nightwing, my Deathstroke one, and all that stuff. Some of my high value ones.
So you're leaving your Walking Dead to burn, all your CG Seed stuff, the Saga, your Y. It all stays and burns.
Yeah.
Wow. I think I think I'm grabbing.
You should grab your ASM 300.
I hate you so much. I get crap from the internet now, from listeners, strangers, comic shop owners around the world now troll me about ASM 300. That's got a life of its own. I don't understand that, but all right. I think I'm gonna grab that Humans 0. If I can shove it in my BKV box.
There you go.
Because I have a BKV box that's Y, Ex Machina, some Saga, Not all, because I haven't updated my stuff, but it's the early.
See, like, if this were to happen today, I'd be gravy, because I still have a box of stuff I haven't unloaded from C2E2, which is a bunch of signed comics.
Oh, that's true.
And my Saga, and my Nightwing, and my Deathstroke stuff is all right there. So it's all in one box at the moment, but that's just pure laziness.
Okay. That's true, because I really should pick the C2E box, because it's also not unpacked.
Yeah.
And those are personalized from creators, and they're kind of cherry-picked a bunch of good stuff.
You need to pull that Tim Seeley off the wall that says, "Drew, you suck."
That one I will use to start the fire.
So listeners out there, feel free to tweet at us, Facebook us, send us. What is the one box or one item in your collection that house catches fire? What you grabbing?
Yeah, I am.
And some of you I know will impress me by being, my Amazing Fantasy 15 would be the one I grab.
Yeah, I guess I need to craft this in such a way that it makes sense, I guess. And like I said, like I just said, like, you're everything's safe. Like but what comic?
I got 3 kids. Do I get to trade each one for a box?
No, because you can't throw the wife back in the house and take more comics.
I'll trade you for a short box of quarter comics.
Well, we'll get that posted on our Facebook page and Twitter, and I'd like to hear some cool responses from what you guys cherish the most, and a one trip to save some comics from a burning fire. That'll never happen, God forbid.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Hey, we're right up against it, but we've got picks for previews catalog and your orders.
Yeah, I just was looking through previews, flagging some stuff that intrigued me this month, and we'd been wanting to kind of go through how we do our previews and what we look at 2 months ahead of time. So I thought I'd just kind of flip through the books for the next 20 minutes or whatnot and just talk about things that jumped out and why they jumped out to me. So I'm going to start in our little Marvel book right here. It's right here in front of me. And the first thing I run across...
Wait.
Wait, what?
You're going to start where we always start.
Start. In Marvel.
Okay, all right. It's your show. Do what you want.
So the first thing is on the page number 8. We've got the Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows 13. And I'm looking more at the lenticular homage variant.
Nice.
Which is the homage cover where we normally have Spider-Man going through holding and saving the people. It's been spoofed a million times. I can't remember the exact number of cover it is, but those are super popular, and I assume this one will be as well. And so that lenticular homage by far intrigues me and will be one I will grab. On the next page over, actually, we have Ben Reilly's Scarlet Spider, and I looked at that because its lenticular homage is by Dan Mora. And is a really cool looking cover.
Oh, so nice.
I've been looking at what Dan Mora has been doing for the Marvels and such, and that's what he's doing. Who knew that I would stop at The Punisher 218, where we see the Punisher is now in War Machine's armor. And that is absolutely crazy. And that lenticular homage cover is so cool looking that I have to have that. It's essentially War Machine with the Punisher skull on the front.
Okay.
That's a t-shirt book. That's a book to just sit on the wall and look at. That's a book that people will stop and say, that is cool looking. I have to have that.
Very, very nice.
I stop at our beloved Moon Knight 188 on page 23. And it's Bill Sienkiewicz doing the lenticular homage, so I know that's not only one but 2 things up your alley, so I assume you'll be getting multiples of just that homage, let alone everything else.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be all in. I was checking on prices on some of the other variants, because I think there's like 4 or 5 variants for this, and I'm going to get all of them except for there's a Johnson variant that I won't be getting, because it's going to be out of my price range. So besides,
and it's not it doesn't sound like it's a big time artist, so
no,
that that wouldn't be there to even sway you.
No, but I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna go all in on all the variants that besides that one, because it's just kind of cool.
My next trip thing will be on page 36. That's where we find Power Pack. Power Pack number 63. And I was just looking at a couple of variant covers, or maybe even the trading card cover by John Tyler Christopher. Just kind of me and Power Pack.
That was the one I was wondering about, the trading card variant, what that looked like.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that as well. Page 39, we find Black Panther 167. Drew, why would I be stopping at Black Panther?
I don't know. You hate that.
We have a connecting variant cover by Jenny Frizen.
Oh, nice.
On Black Panther. So, so far she's yet to let me down on some of these covers. So that will be one I will take a flyer probably on. I'm not sure what it's even connecting with, but that's something to check out.
Yeah, don't you have to know what the other connector is?
I like to do this wait and see. You just grab something and then you eventually hopefully find the other one just laying somewhere.
But don't pre-order
it. Absolutely.
Nice. Because there is a Spider-Man 2 number 5 connecting variant. Do you think that could be it? Or do you think it's a bunch of connecting that are...
Yeah, more than likely I'm going to have to buy the next Black Panther and the one after that.
Oh, you don't think it's coming out the same month?
Yeah.
Oh. Because there are... Well, from the looks of it, there's only 2 connecting variants, so it might be that Spider-Man.
That'd be weird to have 2 way, way different books connecting to each other, but hey, I've seen Marvel do weirder.
Yeah, possible.
Page 83 of our Marvel previews, we see an amazing cover by Francisco Mata. This awesome Darth Vader cover where he's just kind of sitting in, he's a meditating pose, and everything is circling around him. A super, super cool looking cover, and a Francisco Mata cover that I have to have. So I'm going to be snagging that one up just because I love that cover. And we are over here for you, Drew. Let's see, 83, 84, page 85. We have Star Wars Dr. A for 14.
All right.
What's the significance of that?
I don't know.
We have your girl Ashley Witter doing the cover.
Get out of town.
No. So I thought that was cool and cool enough to check out.
Wait a minute, let me write that down. Why did you not tell me this?
I literally just did.
Oh, well, yeah. I was sick last week, so you were probably going to tell me last week.
I absolutely was. I had it on the docket.
Yeah. Okay, Ashley Witter's doing Dr. Aphra.
Yep, she's doing the cover.
Okay. That's a good one.
Yeah. All right, we're going to our main book, and I tried as much as I could, but Dark Horse had nothing for me. I just couldn't find anything that really, not Rasputin didn't jump off the page for me. 5-issue mini, Mike Mignola, just nothing for me. So I moved on. I tried, but I couldn't do it. First thing we.
What about Jenny Finn? You're not going to do Jenny Finn?
No. Why would I do that?
I don't know. It looked kind of interesting.
What was interesting? So Mike Mignola again. We again have a Dark Horse mini that tends to be a normal swing and a miss.
Right.
And
you're right.
Just weird, gross people according to things, and I'm like, that doesn't seem up my alley at all.
True. That's true.
Thank you. I didn't mean to talk you out of a book, but that's just was my thought process.
Yeah. I'll be getting the Black Hammer Giant Size Annual, but that's not a spec book.
No,
just a reading book.
Not all these are spec. Some of them are just intriguing. We do enjoy comics, so for whatever reason, we order things sometimes just for ourselves.
It's not comics for profit and profit. It's comics for fun and profit. So
that's right. So we're going to start on page 76 and 77, where we have the Doomsday Clock number 1, written by Jeff Johns, with art and cover by Gary Frank. And we got lenticulars and all kinds of other stuff. 1 of 12 this series will be $6 for the lenticular, $5 for the Gary Frank covers.
Oh, wow.
So
what are you doing?
Steep curve. I like it. These issues will ship with 3 different covers, 1 lenticular, 1 variant, and 1 standard.
Okay.
This series seems like what we've been waiting for since the beginning of Rebirth. I feel like I have to get in, and I feel like I'm going to go lenticular.
Man, you guys are drinking the DC Kool-Aid. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
everybody's all in. I don't get it, but all right.
Did you read The Last Metal?
No, I haven't read it yet.
Good. Read that first, and then
2.
I think
Metal. That's Metal 2, right?
Yeah, I think it'll kind of, you'll be like, all right. Let's do this. Let's do this.
All right.
All right, Drew. Let's come with me to page 87, sir.
Did you do Batman and the Signal already?
No, I skipped.
You're not
No, I think I skipped that one. I think
you're not interested in that one.
No, I was not interested.
Because this is the first appearance of Duke Thomas in his Robin costume. What might be a Robin costume.
Well, we had him in a yellow suit before. We have another suit that looks almost the same, so that doesn't blow me away.
I was thinking this is kind of like going to be a new, fresh take on him.
I did highlight that Declan Shalvey is doing the variant cover, though.
Yeah, that's cool.
But if we go to page 87, we look at Batman 34 and 35, we see that art and cover by Joelle Jones.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So she is doing internals and cover A's for Batman 34 and 35.
Fantastic.
So that's something that you and I tend to support. So just wanted to call that out, that we've been looking for what she's doing in DC, and we're starting to see some of that stuff. Oh, let's see. Page 101, Supergirl 15, and I will point you to the variant cover by Stanley Art Germ Lau. I have them all. I'm going to continue to have them all, and they all sell through and go up in value.
They're doing well in secondary market.
Yep, so there's no reason not to do this. Talented man.
Hey, did you hear your boys leaving Nightwing?
Well, who's that?
Seeley's gone from Nightwing.
Oh, man.
And
well, we'll see who replaces him. I support him. I like what he did, but I'm okay with somebody else doing it.
Yeah.
Page 105, we have Teen Titans 14. Want to once again point out Dan Mora doing the cover art on cover A there, and I like the way that he draws the Teen Titans. If he would do the internals on that book would be amazing. Man, that's so good. So good. All right, Batman Creature of the Night #1. It just looks, it's 1 in 4.
Yeah.
Kurt Busiek writing it. John Paul Leon on art. I don't know a ton about it, but it just seems kind of cool. And I'm intrigued, and I'm going to get all. I'm already in for all 4.
Did you read
even at $6?
Did you read Nightwing: The New Order #1?
No, they're sitting there. I'm going to read that a few at a time.
So good.
Yeah.
So good. So this don't
my boy
sleep.
Kyle Higgins, right?
I know. And I would really like that first issue, so don't sleep on this going forward.
Nope, I've already ordered them all, and I was already all in.
You were already all in. Yeah. Why do you even mention it? Of course you were.
It's all good. Yeah. I appreciate you looking out. Appreciate you looking at me.
It's no Ashley Witter, but
Nah, we do what we can.
Yeah,
so we do what we can. All right, next I point directly to you as page 123, where we have the Jetsons #1. In the vein of your Flintstones and the other things you've tried, I assumed you'd be right on board for Jetsons #1 from Jimmy Palmiotti.
Maybe.
Was covered by Amanda Connor.
I read the backup that already, and I liked the backup. I thought it was okay, but I don't know if it's something I want to read all the time.
Gotcha. Just, thought that was intriguing. It was enough to make me go,
Yeah, definitely.
And that is all I have in DC. And then I went to IDW. And in normal fashion, I did not find anything in IDW that tickled my fancy.
What?
So from there, we are directly into Image. And right on, the very first Image page, number 188, we have The Gravediggers Union #1. Wes Craig, Toby Cypress, and Nico Guardini on art. $4. It seemed like a cool premise. I tend to be in a lot on these. The Image #1s. Yeah. And this is no different. #1 with a bullet. I'm going back and forth on. I'm not sure what I think of that one. I think I'll probably end up getting 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Coyotes seemed kind of interesting. I'm going to snag one of those.
Before you go into that one, my boy Greg Smallwood's doing the cover of the cover B for Beauty, #17. And
cool.
It's kind of cool.
Very cool. So yeah, we got several #1s by Image, and all of them seem pretty cool. I'm in for most of them. I think all of them. See, we got
Coyotes, Dark Fang, Evolution, Port of Earth. You doing all of them?
So far, I'm doing the first ones. Grave Diggers Union. I'm excited for because we're getting 40 pages for $4. They're doing that extra pages to really get you hooked, and I'm a big fan of when people do that. That's the one I'm in. The rest are just going to be like, I will try it with A1. I'm not psyched necessarily about the other ones as much.
Gotcha. Are you doubling up on anything?
Actually, I'm sorry. I'm completely out for Coyotes #1 because I hated Saints so much.
Oh, okay.
That I'm just that far out. That's right. So I'm out on Coyotes.
Is anything giving you? Are you doing multiples on any of these?
The Gravediggers Union #1. I'm doing a 3-pack.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's it. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Not doing the $13 book. Not doing the $50 hardcover. I'm in for Evolution.
Yeah.
That seemed very cool. Again, they're doing 40 pages for $4. They're giving you that extra. They're wanting to get you hooked. It's of course Skybound property, which means it's got my attention right there for no other reason than that. So
true.
A lot of writers. I'm not always a big fan of when we have 4 people writing a book, but let's give it a shot.
Yeah.
Let's see here. No. And of course we have The Walking Dead. I've moved all the way to the only one I really want to talk to. 235, Walking Dead #173, where we have Final Fight.
No. You missed something.
Okay, what did I miss, sir?
Royal City. Why
we do this as a tandem.
Royal City #7.
I did not miss Royal City anything.
Okay.
Go ahead and talk about it, though.
It's the Weezer cover.
Holy crap, I didn't see that.
Cover B. Weezer cover.
Oh, that's adorable. I must have it.
You kind of got to get that.
Yes. Then track down Rivers Cuomo and have him sign it.
That would be kind of sweet, actually.
Yeah. Yep. So, Walking Dead 173. It's got an intrigue. Jesus is confronted on the road. Could we have the death of Jesus? Who knows? So, I normally order a 3-pack. I'm tossing an extra one in. On page 2.
Wait a minute. You do 6 of 172?
Oh, absolutely.
So now you're just down to 4. You've got the itch.
Yep. Back and forth. If anybody wants to buy me these Borderlands 2 figurines from page 237, that would be cool. I like Tiny Teen and get some back.
Shoot those over.
Yeah. And then we're going right to page 256. We are starting Aftershock Comics, and we talked about Tim Seeley off something earlier, and here we have Tim Seeley writing for Aftershock with Brilliant Trash #1. I'm all in. I'm all in for a 3-pack. I'm in for cover A's. I'm in for cover B's.
Oh, cool. That's nice. Before you leave Image, which you already did.
Which I did.
It was the Image Plus magazine.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still read that?
Nope.
You don't read it. Well,
fool me once. Ha ha ha.
The new volume has Witches in it by Scott Snyder, a sequel. And by golly, it's really good.
Yeah, I told you. That man can write.
So I'm hoping that a la Here's Negan hardcover, which I just ordered a couple orders back, that I'll be able to get this Witches once it does its run in Image Plus, because it's tough to read in small little chunks like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think it starts out, it's even better, maybe because I already know the world, but it's already
exactly. We're not setting anything up here.
Yeah, it started off better than I think the last one did.
Wait, is it still Jock?
Yeah,
it's still Jock in your Ann. Oh, that speaks volumes, my friend.
Yeah.
All right. I was in here in Aftershock. Big fan of Brilliant Trash #1, Seeley and Priscilla Petrayats.
Okay.
So, Mike Norton and Tim Seeley doing covers A and covers B. Can't beat that. Drew, flip with me to page 278, where we see the Archies #2, and we see Betty and Veronica Vixens #1. Drew, why do I care about those?
What's it called?
Vixens. Betty and Veronica's Vixens #1. I'm in Archie Comics, and we have the Archies #2.
Okay. Why do you care about that? We
have super secret Fiona Staples cover C's for both books.
Oh, yep. Man.
It literally just says brand new cover by Fiona Staples to be revealed later on both of them. So, we got to do that.
Archie 2. Fiona.
The Archies
2.
And Betty and Veronica Vixens #1.
Oh, okay. That must be what she does with all her damn hiatus time.
Easy there.
Archie's covers. Jesus. All right, well, I'll take it. I takes what I can get of the Fionas.
Takes what you can get, absolutely. On page 398, we've got a few things here, but there's a spotlight on a book called Chasing Hitler.
What's the publisher?
I don't even see the publisher. It's right after Red 5 Comics. It might be a Red 5 Comics. It's a 1 through 4, 32 pages, 395. Jai Nitz and Haley Nitz are writing, and Jeff Morales on art. Yes, exactly.
Chasing Hitler, yeah, it is Red 5.
Red 5. So, a very small publisher, but let me read you the synopsis real quick. As World War II draws to an end and the Allies surround Berlin, Adolf Hitler realizes that all is lost. Or is it? 2 Allied servicemen are tasked with verifying Hitler's death. When they can't, the chase begins. By the way, this book will not be sold in Germany, so it will have swastikas in it.
That's cool.
So, yeah, just kind of a back half thing that looks pretty cool. And why did I do this? I did this for a reason I can't remember. I, for some odd reason, flagged Ninjak or Ninja K on page 434.
That's crazy.
There was something I was looking at, and I can't remember what. I've forgotten already.
So you were not enamored with Fence #1 from Boom Studios by novelist C.S. Pascat.
Don't know him.
And art by fan favorite artist Johanna the Mad.
Oh yeah, I looked at that. Yeah, that looked awful. Yeah, not at all.
Really? Yeah. I think I kind of like that cover.
Really, it's no. He's all agey looking.
He's staring me down with his crystal dark eyes.
He is kind of a bit. Look, he's piercing my soul.
Yeah,
but I think that says more about me than it does the comic. Yeah, I looked at that and I moved right the heck on. But $3.99, 32 pages, full color. No current talk of a short run series. But yeah, I don't know or like fencing enough to have been.
Well, I am reading roller derby comics, so I'm also not into that sport. It's allowed. You're allowed to do that.
Yeah. I think I looked at the Valiant thing because I liked in the bottom right corner, remember when we used to talk about that 1 through 4 pre-order editions bundle for that Valiant does, where you order them all ahead of time and you get the special pre-order editions. Do you remember us having that conversation? Anyways, those kind of intrigued me, having those there, because there's of course, if you order them all at $15.96, you get the pre-order editions, and you're
sorry, I was screaming at you with my mute button on.
Oh, okay.
So
what were you yelling?
I was yelling, yeah, we hate that, right? Yeah. Don't we hate that practice? Why aren't you responding to me? And I had the mute on the whole time. So
it took me a moment to be like, I think I've lost him.
Yeah. I will move on. I will vamp away.
Yeah. So yeah, just it's one of those things where like $15.96, you're buying everything ahead of time, and you get slightly different earmarked covers for that.
Yeah.
But Christos Gage is writing Ninja K. We always go back and forth. And that, Drew, is the biggest things I wanted to talk about in previews.
Now, did you say Brilliant Trash already? From Devil's Due?
No. I do remember looking at it, but I don't remember flagging it.
Because that's a Tim Seeley book.
Oh.
Oh, no, it's... Okay, that's the one listed under
Aftershock. That's the Aftershock. Yeah,
okay.
That's what I was... Yeah, as soon as you said that, I was like, wait, that's the one I did for Aftershock.
No, because it's listed on the online form, it's listed under Devil's Due.
Okay, yeah,
which is why I couldn't find it when you were talking about it, and it's... Okay.
Yeah.
And there's also a Francesco Francavilla cover for Dr. Radar. And that's from Titan. It's a detective-y noir thing from the 1920s in Paris. So kind of a period piece, which I don't know, a lot of people probably would be turned off that, but I like the noir criminal Jack the Ripper type crime stuff.
You do indeed, sir.
And I like Titan, and it's got a Francavilla cover. So Dr. Radar #1 from Titan sounds kind of cool to me.
Dr. Radar.
Maybe
anything else?
It could be pronounced Radar. That's quite possible.
Frankenstein.
No, but these if you don't use DCBS or another online retailer like Cowabunga Comics, like we do, which we have a couple more weeks, your orders might be due a couple days from now on the 18th of September. So ours are due a little later, so we have a little more time. But we want to be cognizant that you guys might have to get your orders in this week. So we're giving you this information as quickly as we could. We were going to have it last week, but I got sick, and I apologize for that. But hey, we're doing better.
We're doing everything we can.
It at least happened this month. So there you go.
So if you have any feedback you want us to do more in depth, or do less, or just pick one from each publisher, let us know. Well, like I said, I dig through the previews, and I normally flag the things that intrigue me or I feel like doing.
Kyle will be in charge of all IDW Dark Horse picks going forward.
And I comb through them. I look at artists, I look at covers, I look at things, and it's just nothing that in my mind is worth an order. But that's, again, just me. And like, with IDW, I'm still in for Star Wars Adventures, but that's not worth talking about.
That was a fun read.
Yeah.
I kind of liked it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not too proud to admit it.
You were in for My Little Ponies, too, so
I was never. All
right, Drew, anything else, or do you want to get into previewsworld.com and let's look at what's coming up next week? Are you on the mute button again?
Gosh darn it. I'm trying not to blow everybody's eardrums with my coughs, and they're coming hard and fast, and I'm thinking I can just flick that button, cough, and not worry about it. But if I don't mute the mic, then I don't catch it. See, I can mute the Skype, and then you won't hear it, Kyle, but but my recording will still hear it. So I have to mute the mic. And anyway, that's too much inside baseball. Nobody cares.
Yeah. Well, the listeners probably appreciate it that you're not blowing out speakers, but I don't, because I was just yelling into nothing.
All right. Off we go to. It's not September 23rd or 24th. It's September 20th.
September the 20th, 2017. Drew, let's go, and let's start where we always love to start. Let's start in Dark Horse.
Yeah.
Department H, or Depth. Continue to be super, super impressed by Matt Kitt's ability to put this book out on time, and man, that's pretty awesome in a world where we can't get things within, you can't get 12 books out in a year. He's dynamite.
And he writes and he draws.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's crazy, amazing. And Black Hammer, number 13, it's back in full effect, so get that.
There we go. Halo: Rise of the Atriox #2. We talked about this last month. This is a tie-in to the Halo Wars 2 video game, and kind of the, essentially the War of the Atriox. Anything else in Dark Horse?
No.
Let's head on down and see what DC has for us today.
Don't sleep on Aquaman.
Never do.
Stepan Sage. His art is worth the price of admission. And just glorious cover. So cover A, like Kyle says, always cover A. So skip the cover B on this one, and just enjoy the Stepan goodness, especially he just does some great, glorious art on the inside of this book. It's the only reason I've read Aquaman in forever. So check it out, man. It's good.
There you go. Part 5 of the War of Jokes and Riddles in Batman. Cover A by Mikael Janin. And B is Tim Sale.
Hey, when is Batman Day?
Ooh, when is that? I don't know.
I'll have to Google that. But there's a free Batman Day comic with Harley Quinn. So if you go on whatever day that is, I guess it's Wednesday, right? Is that right?
No,
so it'd be the 20th.
Yes.
Is it Wednesday the 20th?
I told you before.
That
I don't know
right?
the answer to this question. I'm trying to Google it now. Batman Day,
no, September 23rd. 23rd.
I'm finding 26th.
I have 23rd.
Okay.
So it's Saturday, September 23rd. Don't listen to Kyle. Saturday, September 23rd is Batman Day. Go get your free Tom King, David Finch, Batman Day special edition with a new cover by Ryan Sook.
Sook?
Kind of neat. Sook.
That is a pretty cool... That is an awesome Batman... That special edition. That is so cool. I like that. I need to have that. Batman, The Red Death #1. So this is a tie-in to the events of Dark Knight's Metal. Joshua Williamson, Carmine DJ Don Domenico, and Jason Fabok on cover. So, as the events of Dark Knight Metal rock the DC universe, the creatures of the Dark Multiverse stand ready to invade our world. How can even the world's greatest heroes stop a horde of deadly beings that appear to be powerful nightmare versions of familiar figures? Find out in these special tie-in issues. So, the Red Death appears to be Crazy Flash. I got all these. I want them all.
Oh, and Dustin Nguyen cover B for Super Sons is beautiful.
Yeah, and I need to see if our friends at Cowabunga got any of the promo pins for the Red Death and stuff, because I'm interested in those promo pins.
Wow. Did you see, what about Wonder Woman Conan? The Liam Sharp cover?
Mm-hmm.
It's a #1. It's a Conan Wonder Woman crossover, and the Liam Sharp cover is awesome. It's co-published with Dark Horse. It's probably going to be a lower print run, I'm guessing. So this might be one to snag up. And I would go with this cover over the regular Derek Robertson cover.
There you go.
But that's me.
Almost
so I'm saying cover
Arnold
B.
looking Conan on the front there.
Yeah.
We got a Dark Knight's Metal tie-in with Nightwing 29, so that's how I know my good brother will be reading Nightwing. And our cover is your boy Sajik on Nightwing 1 or Nightwing A.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that's actually one of the cooler covers I've seen on Nightwing. And, of course, Casey Jones trying his darndest with cover B. I've just not been impressed with his Bs.
Yeah.
Oh, man. More Wildstorm. All right. Anything else in DC? Oh, wait. Hold on. Did we look at... Well, we got to look at Cho's variant for Harley Quinn. Ah, that's awesome. Vote Harley, Part 1.
Yeah, that's nice. Very nice.
All right, Drew, let's head on down and see what IDW has for us. Star Wars Adventure #2. I got this on order because, like I said, I'm all in for these. Oh, one portion. That guy's on the front cover.
Now, have you handed Star Wars Adventures to your oldest son?
No.
I wonder if... Because he's learning to read now, right?
Correct.
So I wonder if that would be something he would like flipping through and check it out. It's his Star Wars characters, Rey. And...
Yes. Yeah. I think we need to delve into all the movies first.
Oh, he hasn't seen Force Awakens yet. Too young.
Correct. I don't know. I'm still straddling the line between I want him to understand fully what's going on, but I want to make sure I get to him before he learns in popular culture what Luke, I am your father is. So maybe he can get that line organically.
You don't think you can just go to Force Awakens without having seen anything else?
I can, but I think you want to start with kind of an older style instead of showing all the flash and glitter that he's going to like, and then going back to a little more antiquated style of filmmaking.
The poor kid, you're going to make the kid sit through 20 hours of movies before he can get...
We play NES games. We start with older.
All right. That's cool.
Yeah.
calling child services.
They've been called. I've been cleared of all wrongdoing.
They're like you're gonna have to at least, sir. You're gonna have to at least skip Attack of the Clones.
That's right.
You have to at least skip that one.
But how will he know about Camino and Jango Fett? I'm telling you. Fabian Rangel Jr. writing Samurai Jack, Quantum Jack #1. I like the Samurai Jack cartoons, but I have no desire to read Samurai Jack.
None whatsoever. And I used to like G.I. Joe, and I have no desire for First Strike. So
there you go. Now, is Star Trek Boldly Go the one that you talked about before?
No.
Okay.
It's the other one, The Mirror Broken.
Gotcha. All right, then that's all for IDW. You done with them?
Mm-hmm.
Let's head on down to Image, where we're immediately going to stop at Angelic #1. Oh, is that Simon Spurrier I see there? Writing this. Winged Monkeys, Techno Dolphins, Quantum Alley Cats.
Yep. I'm excited.
Are you?
Yeah. I'm excited about Cy Spurrier. I like him, so I'm going to check this out.
And tell me who's doing art on that.
Don't know. Casper Wingard.
Wingard, yeah. It looks pretty rad, actually. I think it looks pretty cool. And Cy Spurrier is crazy, so it should be cool.
I already read the preview pages for Gasolina #1. And so I guess like 5-6 pages. Not bad. Not a bad. I enjoyed it enough to kind of be psyched for it. I went in
kind of hard on Gasolina, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's writer Sean Makowitz, who is the editor on Walking Dead, longtime editor on Walking Dead, and branching out and doing his own book. That's all you know, I guess. So, but it
only took him a decade to make it.
Yeah, so Kirkman's been telling him no for 150 issues or so, and now he's finally caved. So, it was pretty good. The pages I read I liked, so worth checking out.
Very cool. Let's see, Glitter Bomb Fame Game #1. Any interest in doing the second iteration of the Glitter Bomb?
Is that the one where the alien comes out of her chest or out of her mouth and eats the guy?
I cannot remember.
Is she the actress, the struggling single mom actress?
I only read the first one.
Okay.
Yeah, she wants to be famous. Yeah, so I think this is that sounds right.
Okay. Yeah. Because it's not Snot Girl, but it's kind of like they're like set in the same kind of world, I think. Anyway. Yeah, I'm going to check it out, but I'm not as enthused this time around.
Shirtless Bear Fighter #4 of 5. The penultimate Shirtless Bear Fighter.
Don't forget about Millar World. This is the new annual. I know. It's an anthology. A lot of people don't like anthologies.
Nobody cared about last year's.
Nobody cared about last year's yet. Some of those artists haven't broken yet. And when they do, Drew will have a stack of annuals waiting to capitalize.
Didn't we get like 80% off? So we ordered several of them.
It was a good deal.
Yeah.
It was a good deal because I went heavy. So yeah, I'm checking it out, and it's a lot of pages for $2.99. It's fun takes on some of the Millar characters, Huck. The only one I can think of off the top of my head that they're doing.
And Millar World was sold, so you never know. Yeah. Superior, Empress, Nemesis.
Yeah.
Anything else in Image, Drew? Kill the Minotaur. Image or Invincible on 140 winding down.
Nope.
All right, Drew. Let's head on down to Marvel and see what we got going here.
Well,
Generations, Miss Marvel, and Miss Marvel. You've enjoyed these generations. It seems like more than you've disenjoyed these generations.
Yeah, I have. I've liked almost all of them, almost all the way through. So they're okay. This one I'm going to be weird because I don't really know the other Ms. Marvel. Yeah. All I know is the new one.
Yeah.
Who is the old Ms. Marvel?
Don't know off the top of my
head. Yeah. Yeah. I don't. Unless that is that who Captain Marvel is now? She used to be Ms. Marvel. I don't remember. I never read that book, so it's kind of not on my radar. So I don't know that history very well.
Journey into Star Wars, Captain Phasma #2, written by Kelly Thompson and Marco Cicchetto on art. This, of course, picks up right where the last movie left off, which it will give us a perfect gap between this movie and Episode 8.
Okay.
As to what the heck happened to Phasma. Because I am anticipating her having a little bit more to do with 8 than she did 7, which was 0.
0, yeah. Now, Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man #4 is coming out Wednesday, and I got a question. Is there enough evidence? Can we say, is this any good?
I read one.
You've only read one?
Yeah, nothing's blown me away.
Okay.
It didn't,
Okay, I've read all of them, and I've also feel underwhelmed.
Yeah. I'm giving it an arc. Give it 6.
You're gonna give it 6. Okay.
No, I'm telling you to. I'm done.
You've already done.
Yeah,
you already checked out.
Yeah.
You're the biggest Zdarsky fan I know.
Yeah. Also true. Heck, I have multiple issues of Kaptara.
That's true. That's true. That's a lot of love right there. To get through that thing. Holy moly. Yeah. Hey, are we still on Totally Awesome Hulk? Are there still appearances by the Weapon H happening?
There's more. Yeah, Weapon X programs. Yeah, that stuff's still going on. But I don't know if we care. Because it looks like we're just back to Amadeus Cho, his sister, and the robot buddy.
Okay, so it's no longer in the book, in the Totally Awesome Hulk book anymore. Okay.
Well, they talk about the Weapon X program, it says, but now do we care about the Totally Awesome Hulk second printing of 22?
Yeah, I think we do, because there's not a lot of 22s out there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think you grab this if you got it in by FOC, which we did not.
We could have. I think we chose not to.
Yeah. I think I flip-flopped.
Yeah, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Venom 154.
Is this the first to go to legacy numbering? Was this the first book to go to legacy numbering back when it hit its 150th?
Yeah, when it did 150.
So it was kind of like the soft open on legacy numbering, and it did really 150 did really well, right? It was a big seller.
Yeah,
it was great. Variants.
Mm-hmm. This is an interesting thing here in 154. You've seen things from Eddie Brock's perspective. Now see how things look from the other side. And this whole issue will be from the perspective of the symbiote.
And it's never been done before.
In
154 issues. That's amazing. Huh.
I wonder if we'll get a silent issue. Who knows?
Well, yeah, or all be like hisses and...
Yeah.
Everything will look like meat sacks.
Yeah. All right, Venomverse and anything else. All right, anything else in Marvel?
No.
All right, let's head on down to our smaller publishers. Our IDWs, our Onis, our Booms, our Aftershocks.
Well, speaking of Aftershock, it's Dark Arc #1, written by Colin Bunn, who seems to write everything, and art by Wando, who I like Wando's art a lot, so it's worth checking out. It's about the wickedness of mankind, which has moved the Creator to destroy the world by way of a flood. Noah has been tasked with building an ark to save his family and the animals of the world, but this is not Noah's story. For darker powers have commanded the sorcerer Shrey to build his own ark and save the unnatural creatures of the world, such as vampires, dragons, Naga, and the Manticore. But what will happen on a vessel crawling with these monsters, where insidious intrigue and horrific violence are the rule of law? So that's a different take.
Yeah, no doubt.
And sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. And we got Phil Hester on cover B. Black Eyed Kids 14. I have lost track of this one. My goodness.
Have you?
Yeah.
I'm pretty current. I think I'm pretty current. Maybe just one back.
I think I just... It had a small lull, if I remember correctly, and that was enough to throw me off.
I don't know. No, there was no lull.
There was no lull.
No lull.
Fair enough.
Diamond's putting out Killer Instinct #1 by Ian Edgington, and art by Cam Adams. The Shadow Lord Gargos has been defeated, but the battle to save humankind from his astral invasion has taken a terrible toll on the Earth. Our world lies in ruins, and a sinister new power called the Coven has risen from the ashes, vying with the mega corporation Ultratech. Yeah, I don't care about this. I'm done. I'm out. I'm not getting this one. But on Coffin Comics, there is La Muerta Vengeance, written by Mike McLean and art by Joel Gomez. Having avenged her family's brutal murders, Maria Diaz thought she could hang up her guns forever. She thought wrong. Something is slaughtering helpless immigrants, including innocent children. Once more, Santa Muerta, the saint of death, calls upon Maria to be an instrument of vengeance. That sounds kind of cool.
Yeah.
But it's $7.99.
Ooh,
Holy moly.
I'm out.
Holy moly. Are they all that high? Oh my goodness. Coffin Comics, what are you doing? What is it, made of gold pages?
Misbegotten Runaway Nun, #1.
All right.
From Action Lab Danger Zone.
I'm in.
This was a weird premise, but I'm going to read it because it's weird. In a post-apocalyptic world gone medieval, the church sends their top monk warrior to infiltrate a renegade scientist enclave and kidnap the J-Clone, the Lord's Vat-born twin. Saving the holy clone from the cross forces the monk must confront the truth of his own and very immaculate birth. Clones of Marilyn Monroe, Hitler, Gandhi, and, of course, Jesus, oh my.
Okay, don't worry about the solicit. Hot nun action on the cover. That's what you're in for.
Yeah.
From Alternate Comics. Go ahead.
And then we've got a combination of Marilyn Monroe and a nun on cover B.
Yeah, I love that cover. That's my favorite. From Alternate Comics, we have Mr. Crypt #1. Mr. Crypt #1, written by Troy Vivassis, with art by Alexander Jovic. It is $1.50 because it's on newsprint. And who's that suit-wearing living skeleton with a heart of gold? Well, it's Mr. Crypt. That's who. Using a mustache and a top hat for a disguise, can Mr. Crypt and his friendly pet, Rat, win over the local villagers and make the best of a bad situation? Come on, it's $1.50. Might as well try it. Why not?
What's the best thing you can say about this? It's $1.50. All right, Drew, anything else in the back half?
Is that it? Did we mine all the gold from the back half?
I believe we've sussed until we can suss no more.
Could do no more sussing? Oh, correct. My goodness. Is it my turn?
It is, Drew. This is the point in the podcast.
Work?
This is the point in the podcast where I asked Drew to find me his pick of the week. What is his one book to run into your comic book shops as soon as they open that Wednesday morning and say, please, please, hand me this book because I must have it.
I'm staying away from all the DC stuff, and I'm gonna go with Gasolina.
Oh, you jerk! I was hoping you'd go Angelic, so I could go Gasolina.
We doubling up on Gasolina?
We don't do that. We do not double up.
We don't. Yeah, it's a cop out. It's a cop out.
Yeah, it's not something I can put my name on, unfortunately. So I'm going with Misbegotten Nun, cover A.
Excellent. I love it.
Misbegotten Runaway Nun, cover A.
I have turned you into a deviant.
These are not as cheesecakey as the average Drew cover can be.
You're gonna be ordering Boundless comics with me pretty soon.
Zenoscopes on the wall. My band coat.
Authentic red leather covers. All right.
Drew, thank you for joining me for our sneak peek at next week for September 20th, 2017. If any of our listeners would like to tell us what we missed this week, or if we're crazy for looking at Misbegotten Runaway Nuns, feel free to drop us a line at Comics Fun Profit, comicsforfunandprofit@gmail.com. All these things can be found at comicsfunprofit.com. We appreciate you coming with us. If you're listening to us on iTunes, drop us a 5-star review. We have been stuck at 51 for a long time, and we'd much appreciate any assistance you could give us there. So for Drew, the fully recovered, and myself, see ya.
Partially recovered.
See
you, though.
See you then. See you as well.